Radcliffe, Kentucky. We're at Ron Bevers Gymnasium on the campus of North Hardin High School. I'm Paul Gray with Hardin County Education and Community Television. We've got a doubleheader for you tonight. We'll start off here at 6 o'clock with the boys. The home team, North Hardin Trojans, they come in at 8-4, led by Coach Baffour. And the John Hardin Bulldogs, crosstown rivalry night tonight. They'll come in at 1-15, led by Coach Marcus Heisch. And so we've got our crosstown rivalry about ready to get underway here in just a few minutes from Ron Bevers Gymnasium here at North Hardin. The home team, 8-4. They are out in front in the district right now. North Hardin undefeated in district play. Big win over Central Hardin a couple weeks ago. Kind of puts them in the driver's seat. At this point, they are 4-0 in district play, and so that gives them the advantage. We'll see them here soon, I believe, again against Elizabethtown here. Let's see, that's January 21st. That's a big game at Elizabethtown. So that will be a game that will carry a lot of weight as we get into the meat of the season in determining who will be the district champion in the regular season and get the #1 seed. That is the importance of the regular season, is the seeding going into the tournament. Obviously, you want some momentum going into the tournament as well. Right now, it's all North Hardin. Again, 4-0 in district play. On the other side, I believe 1-3 in district play. John Hardin Bulldogs, again, they're 1-15 overall. 16 games under their belt. North just has played 12. They're 8-4. It's a really interesting, obviously we had snowpocalypse, I don't know what you call it, the ice storms and snowstorms where we were out for almost a week. We had some good NTI days there last week to finish up the week, but kind of a week out. And if you look at the schedules, North Hardin has only played 2 games in the new year. One's Friday, January 3rd, a big win over Central Hardin. This past Monday, January 13th, 76-20 victory over Fort Knox. A big win there as well. This North Hardin team, again, through the first half of the season has been the class of District 17. And John Hardin, obviously at 1-15, has struggled. It's really interesting. I've seen John Hardin about 5 times. I've seen them more than anyone else. It's shocking to me that they're not winning more ball games. They've got some pretty good basketball players. These two teams did meet up. That was December 20th in their first matchup at John Hardin. It was a 79-53 victory for the Trojans. The Bulldogs played well. First half was not bad. It was the fourth quarter where the Bulldogs started to play better. I think they settled in and relaxed a little bit. I think the largeness of the rivalry and the importance of the game, playing one of the best teams in the district, the best team so far. A little tight. We'll see if they can change that tonight here and play a little more loose, where they played great in that fourth quarter of that game. Still resulted in a 26-point victory for the Trojans, but it was much closer than that through the first half. But again, that second half, the third quarter, all Trojans. Fourth quarter, Bulldogs played a lot better in that game. So here we are, again, a big district matchup as we get into this part of the schedule. Again, the Trojans have only played twice in January so far. But if you look ahead at their schedule, wow, when I call this the meat of the season, they are going to play 8 games in the next 12 days. Crazy. 5 games in the next 7, and then next week they'll have a pretty busy calendar as well. The week after that, in fact, they'll have a pretty busy calendar as well. So the Trojans are going to be playing a lot of basketball here in the next couple weeks. Again, the season pretty well wraps up for us February 25th, and so we are, the 17th, a month and a week, 5 weeks from the end of this thing. And there is a ton of basketball to still be played. Both teams still, again, a lot yet to be determined in the district race. And, these teams will do a lot of improving over the next month. And it's who can make the best adjustments, who can maximize their talent, their potential, in order to show that kind of improvement. Let's start with the visitors, the Bulldogs, led by two players averaging 12.5 points a game. Number 23, Robert Bertolucci, who's continued to get better during the course of the season. One of the better players for John Hardin, obviously. And he is a streaky shooter. If he gets hot, he's going to make everything. And that's how he kind of was the one that kept him in that last game against North Hardin. Did a lot of good work in that ball game. Also averaging 10.5 a game, Marquise Hayes, number 15. And Marquise does involving everybody, kind of runs through Marquise. I think Bertolucci's more of your offensive, kind of heated up shooter kind of player. Marquise is going to handle the ball, distribute the ball, shoot the ball, drive the ball. He's going to do everything for this John Hardin basketball team. So those two are really the engine for scoring and for distributing the basketball. The heart and soul of the team, I'd say, is number 30, Charles Lawrence, who averages 9 points a game, but also is the leading rebounder on this team, almost averaging 9 rebounds a game. He's not the biggest guy on the floor, but that's why I call him the heart of the team. You're averaging 9 boards for a team where you're not one of the bigger guys, and John Hardin's not one of the bigger teams. So Charles Lawrence is a scrappy, tough kid who does so much for this Bulldog team, and obviously several others. I call him the quarterback. Austin Richardson plays quarterback for this Bulldog squad, and certainly quarterback for the basketball team here. A.J. Casey, number 11, will do a lot of work handling the basketball, shooting the deep threes for this Bulldog squad. On the other side, what a fun group. Again, this North Hardin squad has the potential to go deep, 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 make a run, win the region tournament, and have an opportunity to play in that week. I don't know where they'll end up, but they've got the size, they've got the shooting. They can do a little bit of everything, and so well balanced. 5 guys averaging 10 points a game and a couple more averaging 8. And so so many ways they can beat you with so many good ball players. We'll get into that. PA announcer Malachi Mullins is on the mic. They will present the colors in just a moment, so we will break for the national anthem. Be right back in a few minutes with the starting line and opening. beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and we are back getting ready for the starting lineups here. We are about ready for action again. Malachi Mullins, PA address announcer, will give us the starting lineups here. Again, for the Trojans, it's been leading scorer Caleb Huff, 15. Number 1, Miklos Melton. They're both averaging 12 points a game. Tyree John averaging 10. Zach Mackey averaging 10. Jaden Vornberger averaging basically 10, 9.8 a game. Seth Woods at 8.5. DJ Loggins at 8 points a game. That is the 7. You'll get great minutes from Jordan Roberson, Jalen Williams, and Ja'Cory Shoemake as well. And so we're going to have us a fun night tonight with all that of the ball from this North Hardin. Looks like we're at the starting for the 23, Robert Bertolucci, 15, Marquise Hayes, 30, Charles Lawrence, 12, Austin Richardson, and number 24, Eric Palmer. So important to this team, Eric Palmer, because of his size. He's one of the few guys they have that can match up with the size of the other teams they're going to face tonight. Guys like Zach Mackey inside for the Trojans. And again, Eric Palmer has got to stay on the floor, stay out of foul trouble. In that first game, he was in a lot of foul trouble, made it difficult for John Hardin to match up with Eric Palmer on the bench. And the 5 for the Trojans, Miklos Melton, Tyree John, Caleb Huff, Zach Mackey, and Seth Woods. Love Seth Woods, number 13. Such a great player, great defender. He does so much for this team. Not one of the top scorers. He does average just over 8 points a game, but man, Seth Woods, their defensive stopper, you'll see him on Marquise Hayes and Robert Bertolucci tonight. I suspect you'll see a lot of man-to-man defense played by this North Hardin squad. We're ready to jump it up. Zach Mackey and Palmer. Looked like Palmer got it, but Seth Woods runs it down, and the Trojans will have the first possession here. They're running a lot of motion here quickly. Miklos Melton's got on left wing. There's Mackey on the post, gets it deep, double team, knocked loose, but there's Woods with it. I think they're going to call Bertolucci. Robert Bertolucci picks up his first. 2 shots coming for Seth Woods, as Woods will go to the line here. First one off the mark. Seth Woods is a 75% free throw shooter. Very good at the free throw line. Second one is good. So on the board now. Trojans up 1-0 in the early going after the first possession. They're going to give a little 2/3 court pressure here. There's Richardson with it. Trying to get it in the corner. Oh! Trying to get it in the corner to Charles Lawrence, and it was batted away, but Lawrence touched it last, and the Trojans will get it here. First turnover on this John Hardin squad in their first possession there. Got to take care of the basketball. There's Woods out front. Melton left wing again. He's guarded by Lawrence. John gets it in the corner to Woods. Back to John. Deep 3 from out top. And it's good. Tyree John off to a good start. Big shot from the top of the key. Everybody can shoot it. I'm a big fan of Caleb Huff and his ability to shoot the basketball, but all these guys can shoot it. Great take from Hayes, but couldn't get it to go. The officials are staring at each other. It looked like it should go back to the Trojans off of the Bulldogs. Marquise Hayes, great drive, spin, got to the rim and just didn't finish it off. And it'll go back to the Trojans. It's like kind of a run and jump kind of a look from the Bulldogs. Off the mark, Huff that time. Batted away by John. Oh, he runs and saves it. Great hustle in the lane. Melton can't get that to go. No foul call. Palmer's got the board, going the other way in a hurry, and Hayes will pull it back out. Man-to-man look for the Trojans. Hayes again, good drive. He made a pass there to Richardson. Richardson couldn't handle it. Hayes has been able to get into the lane those last two possessions. Couldn't get the ball to drop, and then the turnover there as Richardson couldn't handle the pass. But he is able to get in the lane so far when he wants to. It looked like it's going to be a turnover, but it's off Lawrence and will stay with the Trojans. Errant pass. Woods will inbound. Richardson giving the ball pressure. Officials making sure we've got shirts tucked in. That is a new emphasis from the KHSAA. Melton one-on-one against Lawrence. Got to the rim. He's got a bucket. 6-0 Trojans. Out to a great start. 2 turnovers already in 3 possessions for the Bulldogs and 1 missed shot. So Richardson now working on Woods. They're going to call Woods for the foul as Richardson was going to be aggressive going to the lane. So Woods is first, team's first of the game. And Hayes to inbounds, looking for Bertolucci. He's guarded tightly. Richardson's got it out top, guarded by Huff. Get it back to Hayes to set the offense. Man-to-man look. Hayes on the drive, great block. Zach Mackey stepping in to stop the drive. It's good to have someone who can be an eraser in the paint. Great move by Lawrence. Spin to the rim. Charles Lawrence has got a bucket. Quickly the other way. Melton in the lane. Blocked by Lawrence. Told you that guy does everything. And it's going to stay with the Trojans as the block from Lawrence went out of bounds. It looked like Richardson might have been able to get it. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Over the top to John. Huff is open for 3 in the corner. And that's a bucket, buddy. You can't leave him. Love watching Caleb Huff shoot the basketball. He can heat up like nobody else in this district. Marquise Hayes called for palming the basketball. He had his hand underneath the basketball. Coaches at John Hardin don't like it, but that is exactly what happened. Absolutely put his hand under the basketball and turned it over. Melton's got it now. Again, working against the man-to-man look. Palmer's going to leave Mackey. Mackey takes the shot, unable to get it to go. Rebound Richardson going the other way. He'll keep possession here, guarded by Woods. 9-2 Trojans. Bulldogs have it. Bertolucci guarded by Huff. We'll cross over into the corner. I think they're going to call Huff. 2 shots. Bertolucci will go to the line. Bertolucci looked like he didn't have control of the ball, but I think because Huff got him on the arm. So it'll be 2 shots for Robert Bertolucci here. 9-2 is the score. 4:56 to go in the first. And Bertolucci will knock down the first free throw. Again, Bertolucci, a very good shooter of the basketball. And he's got the second, so 9-4 now is the score. Bertolucci with a pair, Charles Lawrence with a pair. Tyree John guarded by Marquise Hayes. There's Huff now. Tight man-to-man, but they got Mackey inside. Double team. They're going to call him for travel. I didn't see the pivot foot move. I may not have as good eyes as most, but I did not see that pivot foot move there. Hayes has it now, working his full court man-to-man pressure. Had a little 1-2-2 pressure earlier. They're mixing up some of their looks. Hayes was looking to go to Palmer. Palmer guarded. Richardson fires a deep 3. Saved by Palmer. Good play by Palmer. Richardson's now going to drive off the glass. Can't get it to go. Palmer looking for another one. Good job rebounding that. They're going to say he steps on the line. Going to give him credit for the rebound. And then the turnover, stepping out of bounds. Jaden Vornberger checking into the lineup, as well as DJ Loggins checking in. This team, again, so deep. They can go to so many guys on the bench. They can even go to Robertson. Shoemake as well. They've got so many guys they can go to in different looks and different combinations. Melton, oh, I thought he had it. Rebound by Lawrence. His first board. Again, leading rebounder for this squad. Bertolucci got to the rim but lost control of the ball. Richardson driving inside. Tried to go off the glass. Couldn't get it to go. They're going to call this on the floor against DJ Loggins. Team's third foul of the quarter. A.J. Casey checking in. Palmer going to check out, so they go small here as Mackey has checked out, and I feel like maybe they can go small. Palmer's going to get a little rest. Casey, three-point gunner. Oh, the pass was on the mark, but as he was coming off the screen, Bertolucci got his legs tied up, tripped, the ball went right over his head. So another turnover. That's 5 turnovers here, and we are halfway through the first quarter as John Hardin has to take care of the basketball and not doing it at this point. Vornberger's got it, gets it to Woods. Vornberger again, left wing, nice screen and roll. He gets to the free throw line, shot up just off the mark. Loggins tried to get there, but Casey's going to come away with the rebound. And they say he stepped out of bounds as Casey was being pressured by Tyree John. And Coach Heiss is furious as they thought John had fouled Casey on the sideline. 30-second timeout as the Trojans will have the ball. 9-4 in the lead. This is a Hardin County Education and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is Division of Hardin County Schools. Live streaming Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom. Providing service to all your telecommunications needs, featuring Bark, protect what matters most. BBTEL Stream, watch TV with your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. So 9-4, 3:34 to go here in the first. All Trojans at this point. And again, questioned, I don't know if it's questionable, but a question call on the sideline over here. I don't know what the officials wanted there, but talking with DJ Loggins, it looked like. Marquise Hayes was guarding Vornberger tight. Richardson, they're playing a very tight man. Look, there's Tyree John again with a wide open look, knocks down another. He's got 2 threes to start this ball game. The third three of the quarter for the Trojans, 12-4. Man, that was a good looking shot. Tyree John really getting his feelings going here. Lawrence into the lane quickly. Oh, just in and out. Loggins has the board. John again, he wants that three. Heat check, oh, back iron. He was leaning into it too much. There's Lawrence with the rebound and running down the floor. Oh, man, over Woods and into the basket. Lawrence has got 4 here. Woods now working on Richardson. He's going to get all the way to the rim. Bucket and 1. He's going to go to the line. The foul will be called on Austin Richardson, his first, team second. And Woods has got 3 points now, and he'll have an opportunity to get another one from the line as Jordan Robertson about to check in for the Trojans. They say he's coming in for the shooter, so he'll get Woods here in just a minute. 2:44 to go here in the first. And Coach Baffour into his rotation all the way here in the first period. And Woods will knock that one down again. He's 2 for 3 on the night. He's a 75% free throw shooter, so expect him to make shots. It's like a 1-3-1 full 2/3 court look here. They're going to trap at the mid-court line. Casey quickly to Richardson in the corner. He's double cross-court to Bertolucci. Bertolucci fake drive. Looking for Richardson on the cross-court diagonal pass. Inside now to Lawrence. Good ball movement here quickly, but the defense is there. Into a zone look, and Robertson's going to knock it away. Robertson to the rim, and they're going to call the block on A.J. Casey there, his first, team's third. And it looks like Robertson will go to the line, so he gets the steal, quickly pushes it up the floor. He did fall hard on his left arm, and he's rubbing the left elbow. Hopefully he's okay. The lefty's going to shoot the free throw, see if that'll help work it out. He'll have 2. 15-6, Trojans in front. 2:16 to go in the first. Great start for the home team, and a little short. I wonder if the elbow's bothering him a little bit. He's rubbing it again right there. I think coach needs to get somebody for him. He may not realize how hard of a fall he took. Little extra follow through, but couldn't get it to go. I think that was bothered considerably there. Richardson got the rebound. Bertolucci guarded there by Tyree John. Back to a man-to-man look for the Trojans here. 4 high for the Bulldogs. Robertson guarding Casey. That's the second time that on a pass, someone's gotten their feet tangled up and gone down, and so the ball just travels on past. Again, John Hardin wanting the foul. Usually when someone goes to the floor, that is a foul, but I don't know, feet just getting tangled up there as you've got a screen. So you got 3 guys kind of in the same space. Hayes all over Vornberger. Vornberger from the free throw line, he gets it. Wow, the pressure didn't bother Jaden Vornberger a bit, as Marquise Hayes played great defense and the bucket went in anyway. 17-6 now, 11-point lead. Hayes gets to the rim, Huff gets the block, but they're gonna call him for the foul. And Hayes is gonna go to the line to shoot a pair here. Again, North Hardin with a little bit of a small lineup. Palmer has checked back in. Richardson has checked out. Loggins and Huff, the big guys on the floor for the Trojans. Kind of a no post player look for the Trojans here. Back iron for Hayes. Hasn't gotten on the board yet. He's been able to drive, just hasn't been able to get the ball to go in the basket. Huff will check out. That's his second. So may not see as much of Caleb Huff as we normally do with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Again, a lot of depth for this Trojan squad. They'll have plenty of other guys that can fill in the space. I don't know if you can replace a Caleb Huff, though. That guy can fill it up. Hayes gets the second. His first point of the ball game, 17-7. Gonna go to the corner to Melton, quickly to John. Tyree John. Tyree John now in the corner, looking for Loggins in the post. Palmer doing a good job guarding there. A little bit of a zone look here for the Bulldogs. Off the mark by Vornberger. Lawrence is gonna run that down. And they're gonna call a foul on Vornberger for sure. Vornberger didn't like the call, but he absolutely ran into Lawrence after Lawrence had the loose ball. He run down the rebound there. Vornberger's first, team's 5th, so when you get to 5 and a quarter now, it is 2 free throws, and so Charles Lawrence has 4 points already. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Lawrence makes the first. He's a 53% free throw shooter on the season. And not coming to get Palmer is DJ Hightower. It looks like he's coming in for Lawrence. 1:06 to go here in the first. 17-8 as Lawrence made the first. Second one is off. Palmer fights for the rebound. Good rebound from Palmer. And they'll reset here. He's got 4 boards here in the first. 3 boards for Charles Lawrence. Casey driving, spins off, just off the mark. Trojans trying to get it back. Palmer comes up with it. And they're going to say the ball is thrown off the backside of the backboard, so it will be here with the Bulldogs. I think that was Bennett Bennett has checked in. And Lawrence going to check out. And you're also going to have Hightower in. So Darius Bennett on the floor, DJ Hightower on the floor for this Bulldog squad as they go to their bench. Casey's got it. Vornberger guarding. They're in a man-to-man look now. A.J. Casey. I think he was looking for a screen from Palmer. He gets it to Hayes. Hayes is working against Melton. There's the screen. Couldn't find the shot he wanted there. Bennett back to Hayes. We'll see. If they hold it now, they're under 30 seconds. They're going to shoot at Casey. 3 on the way off the mark. A little strong. Melton's got it. Rebound heading the other way is Tyree John quickly. They're going to call a foul on Hightower. His first, team's fourth. Tyree John will go to the line to shoot a pair here. Tyree John has hit 2 3-point shots already here in the first quarter. He's got 6 points. 18 and a half seconds to go here in the first period. 17-8 Trojans and at the line. First one off the mark. Tyree John, an 80% free throw shooter. You don't see him miss those free throws very often. Second opportunity. And he's got the second. Again, you'd never expect him to miss two. And Tyree John will check out. Ja'Kylan Kirkland, number 5, checking in for the Trojans. Well, again, a little full court pressure. They're going to try to trap once he gets past half court. Tapped away by Robertson. Great job. Nice left hand. Wow, that was pretty. Vornberger against 2 Bulldogs. 6 seconds. 5. They've got to get it up the floor in a hurry. 3-2. Lawrence trying to throw one up. They're going to call a foul on that. Wow. He's going to get 3 free throws. His arm was hit, and he kind of lost control of the ball and threw it. Off the backboard, so got the shot up. They're going to. I didn't see who the foul was called on. I couldn't hear, so I'm missing a foul here for one of the Trojans. That's going to be Charles Lawrence at the line. He's having a heck of a first quarter. His team's down 20-9, but he's got 2 more free throws coming. He's got 6 points already here in the first. Second off the mark. He's a 53% free throw shooter. We'll see if he can make it 2 out of 3 here. He's got the third, so Lawrence ties Tyree John as leading scorer. Tyree John has 7. Charles Lawrence with 7. 20-10 after the first quarter. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal.
A bigger and bigger operation over the.
eTownSelfStorage.com. Finally, a place conveniently located in Elizabethtown for more than just your self-storage needs. Featuring video surveillance, climate-controlled self-storage, but also storage for RVs and boats with electrical outlets in every spot to keep everything charged up and ready to go when you are. Go to eTownSelfStorage.com for more information. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for your recycling needs. Located off the I-65 exit 91 on 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping, metal, and recycling. Want to give a special thanks to our HCEC-TV crew. We've got William Grimes, Silas Lewis, Lena Swecker, Isaac Mock, Jeremy Miller, and directing tonight, Ron Hartley. Thanks to our camera work in the truck to bring you this action tonight. 20-10, Trojans in front. They are a fantastic ball team, and they are proving it tonight. Hitting on all cylinders, shooting the ball, taking care of the basketball. I did not have them for a turnover in the first quarter. If I missed it, I don't. They're going to call a hold there on Ja'Kylan Kirkland, his first. Out on the floor. Kirkland going to check back out. It looks like Woods checks in. We got Zach Mackey on the floor, Vornberger, and Tyree John. Richardson from the corner. Ball was tapped by Vornberger. Good defense. Up ahead to Woods. Melton got Woods the ball there. Nice drive by Melton. Couldn't get it to go. Oh, wow. Mackey with the putback. Very athletic, didn't have to come down with the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Vornberger there to stay with the Bulldogs. Mackey didn't have to come down with that one, just a tap. catch in midair and tap back in. I don't know what the call is here. I think the call's on 13, Seth Woods. Foul before the ball was even thrown in. He was guarding the ball. Yeah, I know he's backing up with his hands behind his back. He was coming over. Oh, thrown away straight to Tyree John, and he'll take advantage by knocking down another three. 8 turnovers on the Bulldogs already in this ball game. Hayes has it, open three on the way off the mark. Couple of threes that the Bulldogs have tried have been way long. Again, pressing the issue a little bit, I think. Bornberger in the lane, yeah, that's got to be a travel. Yeah, that's a travel. He took an extra step, lifted that pivot foot before he shot the basketball. So that'll be turnover number 1. The ball will go back to Richardson driving against Melton. He's going to get the foul call and go to the line. Miklos Melton will pick up his first. Team's second of the quarters. 25-10, Trojans in front. Tyree John leading all scorers. He's got 10. 6:55 to go here in the second. Richardson will go to the line to shoot a pair. Richardson averaging 7 points a game. Off the mark on the first. Makes the second. His first point of the ball game. 25-11, 6:51 to go. Trojan possession here. Tyree John out top. Man-to-man look for the Bulldogs. Crossover three off the mark. That was kind of a heat check. He did not have a good look there. I thought he's making everything. Palmer passes up the three in the corner. More of a post player. Bertolucci driving. Can't get that to go. Guess who? Lawrence inside with the rebound. Knocked away. Woods inside. Can't get that one to go, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. I believe they're going to call that on Richardson. His second, team's first of the quarter. First of the quarter. First one is good for Seth Woods. He's got 5 points, 3 of those coming from the free throw line. Again, Woods is a 75% free throw shooter on the season. He's 3 of 4 right now in the ball game. After missing the first, he's made 3 in a row, and there's another. So Seth Woods continuing his good free throw shooting on the season, getting to the line. Richardson, again, pressure. Tyree John trying to go all the way, but turns it over again. Just way out of control on that possession. Woods to the rim, bucket. Beautiful take. Timeout. Coach Heisch. 29-11 as this Trojan squad again hitting on all cylinders. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company that has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at muggabug.com, muggabug.com. West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple, has 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point, or find us online at westpointbank.com. West Point Bank, working better together. 6:04 to go, 29-11, all Trojans here in the first half. We're only 2 minutes into the second quarter, and it is already out of hand. For the Trojans, Huff, Mackey, Woods, Vornberger, Bulldog. It's Lawrence, Richardson, Palmer, and Burke. Hayes down a little rest here. Knock turnovers. For Tyree John. What a start to the ball game for Tyree John. 11 turnovers on the Bulldogs here. And again, we're only 2 minutes into the second quarter. They just are unable to take care of the basketball against this North Hardin pressure. There's another one going the other way. Huff quickly to the rim. He's going to be fouled. Oh, big collision as two John Hardin Bulldogs, Richardson and Casey, go into the bleachers. Not foul on. There were a couple of dogs there. I couldn't see who they were signaling. I address on that. Not call that. Line misses the first. Huff, 87.5% free throw shooter. Wow. Again, he does not miss very often. Just a few percentage points shy of being a Steph Curry type of free throw shooter who's about 92%. That with that miss, his numbers will drop just a little there. But Huff does convert 1 of 2. He's got 4 points on the game. Richardson gets it in the corner to Lawrence. Hayes has a 3 on the way. Everything's been long for Hayes. I'm going to say it's going to stay here. It's North Hardin, push on North Hardin. Again, I can't tell the angle I've got from where I'm sitting as far as who committed the foul. That's it. It is third foul. Huff's going to back floor. To Palmer, who had posted up nicely. They're going to call another down here. As Melton was fighting with Palmer for possession, they're going to call a foul on him. That is 5. That should be to the line to shoot free throws. Did not get, 3 ball. Lucci, that worked out. Actually, that's the 4th team foul. They'd put on the 4th. They did not. Mackey strong over Palmer in the post. Beautiful job, Zach Mackey. He's got 4 points. Just taken away by Tyree John. He's over. North Hardin defense is right now. Really not much, not able to take care of the ball. There's another situation. They're going to call a foul on Robertson and jumped on top. That's going to go to the line. That is the 5th team foul. And Marquise Hayes will shoot a pair here. 36-14 with 4.5 to go. 4:36 to be exact here in the second quarter. DJ Loggins checking in. Seth Woods checking out. Just seeing the E-Town cheerleaders coming in. Our second game of the doubleheader is the girls' game. It'll be the E-Town Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Trojans here in their house. Hayes will make the second. So he's got 3 points, all from the free throw line. Mackey going to bring the ball in. little full court pressure here. Jonathan Schulenberg going to check in. Richardson checking out. Mackey with a great screen out top there. Oh, looking to lob pass it to Mackey. Mackey's got it inside, left hand. So pretty, wow. Great touch, he's got 6. Full court man-to-man pressure. Nice crossover dribble by Hayes, can't get it to go. Fight for it, Loggins has the rebound. Going the other way, trying to get it to Mackey. It's turned over, Schulenberg's got it to the rim. Could have gotten it to Bertolucci, but put back Lawrence. He's got 5 boards here in the first half, 3:51 to go. Lawrence has 9. Mackey driving the baseline against Palmer. Got there, bucket. He's got 8. Mackey starting to assert himself. Hayes walking at 40-18, Trojans in front. 3:34 to go here in the second quarter. All Trojans. Schulenberg again. That was strange. I don't know what happened there. Ball hit. I think maybe touched last on the block shot attempt by Mackey. So it will stay here with the Bulldogs. They're going to call a push off there, I believe on Palmer. Can't really tell what they're signaling. There's Robertson quickly down. Great look inside to Loggins. He's got a bucket. Schulenberg's got it out front. Gonna get it to Hayes. Hayes driving. Blocked twice inside. Schulenberg open for 3. He's a good three-point shooter. That's off the mark. Can't find it from 3 tonight. The Bulldogs, they've been a decent three-point shooting team on the season. Even though they haven't won many games, they've shot the ball pretty well. Bertolucci, the only one to find the basket from three-point range tonight. Driving now, gets to the basket, but he's going to be fouled. Going to the line to shoot a pair. I believe they called it on Mackey. His first. Team's 5th. 2:45 to go here in the second. Bertolucci to shoot 2. Every foul after this will send the Bulldogs to the line in this quarter. First one off. Seth Woods checking in. Zach Mackey checking out. Bertolucci misses a pair. Look at that. Lawrence getting after the rebound. He's got 6 boards. Averages 8 a game. Bertolucci pump fake and go. They're going to call a travel. Shuffled his feet on the pump fake before he put it on the floor. A.J. Casey checking in. Palmer checking out. 42-18, more than double. 2:36 to go in the second quarter here. Over the top to Loggins. Great post. They're going to call a foul on Loggins for a push-off on Charles Lawrence. And they're going to call Loggins, I think, for a tech as well. So he may pick up a couple of them there. Yeah, so he's got 2 fouls on that. That'll give him 3 personals. Charles Lawrence going to the line, not the top free throw shooter for this Bulldog squad, but he'll go shoot the free throws. Again, I said in the pregame, he's the heart and soul of this team. That's why you would send him to the line. First one is good. Lawrence having himself a great first half. He's got 10 now. So second one off the mark. Lawrence hits 1 of 2, and it'll be Bulldog basketball. Again, they're down 23 with 2:31 to go in the first half. Darius Bennett has checked in, number 2. He's got the basketball against Jordan Robertson. Howard out to set a screen. plays right through the screen. 5-second call on Bennett. He did not advance his position at the top of the key, just back and forth at the top of the key. Another turnover. That's 13 in this first half on the Bulldogs. Again, 42-19. Vornberger gets it to Seth Woods. Here comes Bertolucci to knock it loose from the weak side. Nice play from Bertolucci. Casey wanted the three, but didn't catch the ball. Kind of had his eyes on the basket trying to get that ball up. Bennett steps out of bounds. Excuse me, not out of bounds. Steps over for an over and back call into the back court. Kind of stumbled again. Seen several of those occur where someone receiving the pass stumbles a bit, unable to secure the pass. Mackey, so strong, so big, as tough and strong as Charles Lawrence is. He cannot play in the post against Zach Mackey. Lawrence has it against Mackey right here. Gets it to Hayes. Hayes right around Robertson to the rim. He's got the bucket. That's 5 points for Marquise Hayes. His first field goal of the ball game. 1.5 to go here in the first half. 44-21. Vornberger looking inside. There they go again to Mackey. Nobody in there. Palmer is the one to play in the post there against him. Big contact again, but they're going to call Richardson. I think that'll be on the floor. Two guys crashed into A.J. Casey there, but no call. Casey's having a talk with the official about it. It's the second time on the sideline that A.J. Casey's had the ball, and there's been a lot of contact with no call. Wide open Robertson in the corner. He's got it. Wow. If you just let any of these guys just stand and shoot, they're going to make shots. Richardson now cross over to the rim and bucket. He goes right at Mackey. Richardson's got 3 points to go with 2 rebounds. Vornberger under a minute now. 47-23. Tyree John, 3 on the way. Just off the mark. Mackey rebound put back. So big, so physical inside. We've seen him dominate several times this season, and he's got 12 in the first half. Tyree John with 14, so those are 2 leading scorers in the ballgame, Mackey and John. Hayes, handoff back from Lawrence. There's Casey off the screen. Nice pass inside. Richardson tried to go reverse, couldn't get it to go. Good rebound from Lawrence. Hayes is stuck in the corner right now. He's going to drive baseline, now doubled, but he finds Lawrence. Great look and great finish. Charles Lawrence, he's got 7 boards to go, I believe, with 12 points, and gets the shot off just at the buzzer. No good. And so second quarter ends, and North Hardin Trojans, the home team, all over their crosstown rivals, John Hardin. 49-25, Trojans in front. This is an HCEC-TV student production, Division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors: Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, eTownSelfStorage.com, West Point Bank, and E-Town Exterminating. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom, Comcast Cable's Channel 2, and Spectrum Channel 184. All HCEC-TV programs airing on HCEC-TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel today to get your local community sports and events. Watch from the sidelines, a sports show featuring our student athletes and teams. I'll sign off here. We'll be back in a few minutes for second half action as the dance team for North Hardin Trojans is performing at halftime.
We are here with one of our long-standing sponsors for our live sports coverage. We're at Waddell's Recycling, Salvage. They do a number of different things, so I'm just going to call it Waddell's. And joining me today is Colby Gibson, who of course has been working here the majority of your married life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. 14 years.
14 years. So that's an easy way to remember your anniversary.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Tell me about the history that you know with Waddell's.
So it started with my father-in-law years and years ago. He's done a number of different things, but he's been in the scrap business most of his life. It's something he's always enjoyed. So, and it's just progressed into a bigger and bigger operation over the years. So, and it started out with him, and then his two sons, Kalen and Brandon, both helping out at a very, very young age. And then I came on board about 14 years ago.
What type of service is your top service?
So we do a little bit of everything. We will take anybody from a Kroger bag of cans up to somebody that had a whole semi-trailer full of cans. We try to treat everybody the same. We just try to provide the same good service to everybody we can, whether you're just a little bitty guy scrapping a little bit of metal or you have a large demolition project with tons and tons and tons of steel. So.
Awesome. We're going to get a tour and see some of the tools that they use in order to do their job. How large is the layout?
So this facility here is 40 acres, and it's laid out. When you pull in the parking lot, you'll come in and the scales are right here. We've got red lights, green lights to tell you when to pull on and off the scales. The girls in the office will weigh you, and then you just go to the back with your steel. All the steel gets unloaded in the back and you weigh back out. And then we have our non-ferrous building, which is to the right when you pull in. All your stuff like your copper, your brass, your aluminum, your Coke cans, all that type of stuff goes in this building and gets segregated separately.
And then you recycle that,
Yes.
Is that it?
Yep, so we will take it, we will process it, get it ready for the mill, a shredder, wherever it's going for its final destination to get melted back down and turned back into a new product.
Now, we're putting that in there, so how much is that?
That's 1,120 pounds.
And how many cans?
Around 35,000.
35,000.
Because when I Google it, it says it takes 32 cans to make a pound. That'll go to a place, those will probably go to a place and they will get stuck straight in an injection furnace and they'll get made back into new cans.
So Colby, to me, this looks like it's always busy.
Yes.
So explain to me, what is this?
So that is that's a Genesis stick shear. It's used mainly to downsize large scrap. You can cut up, dozers with it, school buses, just any type of big heavy iron. We use that to prepare it either down to mill spec, or we've got another shear on the pad back here that will prepare it small enough to go into it.
And then the claw.
There's several of the claws, as everybody likes the claws, watching them work, and the magnets as well. They're just used to unload people's scrap, load trucks out, process scrap. It makes life easy for us. So we have a lot of those machines around here. It just makes it easier for us and makes it easier to unload customers, because that's kind of what it's about too. The easier people get in and out, the better off they are and the more they like it. So.
Now the magnet, does it only pick up metal or does it pick up other types of?
It will only pick up magnetic steel.
Okay.
So any type of brass, copper, aluminum, it will not pick up. But it makes it super nice for small pieces of steel that you would have to pick up piece by piece with your hand. It'll pick up several thousand pounds at one time and just make hours of work in a minute. So here we've got 3 magnets and we've got 4 machines with grapples. And then we've also got 4 wheel loaders. Those are used a lot to unload cars off customers, junk cars, and then crush them in the car crusher, stuff like that. So there's a lot of moving pieces going around here all day long.
Now, we walk back here. Not everybody gets to walk back here, but it looks like you have part of our bus garage.
Yeah, so we buy a little bit of everything. We buy semi-trucks and cut them up. We buy school buses and cut them up. Just anything that's at the end of the life span for it, it comes here to get recycled and then turned back into new steel.
How many days a week are you open?
We're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4, and then Saturday from 7 to 1.
Now, we had talked before about some new things that you offer, right? In terms of dropping off and picking up?
So we have a whole lot of roll-off boxes. Dumpster service has gotten super popular. It's easy to take a 22-foot long dumpster and put all your scrap in it, and then we come pick it back up, weigh it in, pay you for it. And it's kind of on like we talked about up front, you can do it with smaller stuff, help out individuals clean out a barn, or we can go up to a big tear down at a factory, or just, general scrap that rotates all the time from a factory. So a little bit of everybody.
Now, we're saying scrap, not trash.
Yes, yep. So we are into recycling any type of metal. We don't do any paper, plastics, cardboard, any of that stuff. That would be a whole nother realm of things to get into, and it would take a whole lot more people. Now,
another thing is you do pick apart.
Yep. So we save some cars that we think still have some parts left on that may be valuable, or say it's an older car that they're not going to make that car again. We may only sell one part off of it, and it may sit here a year, but that right guy comes along and gets it, and we hate seeing it get crushed if it's still got a little bit of usable stuff left in it. So we can pull it, they can pull it, we can price it either way.
You all are such good stewards and sponsors of our schools, area schools. Why is that important to you?
Well, we're rooted in this community. This is where we're from. We live here. Our kids go here. We've got family that works there and stuff, so it's just a big part to us. We like to give to people whenever we can, and then the schools is just a really helpful place to do that in.
What do you think people would be most surprised about this facility?
So our number one thing is cleanliness. A junkyard or scrapyard typically has a reputation for being nasty, flat tires, just not well kept. We try everything we can to keep this place really clean, keep everything picked up, and that's the number one thing a lot of people say have never been here is, wow, it's clean. I wasn't surprised, I wasn't expecting to see this. So
yeah, and it's not the landfill.
No.
Okay.
No, it's all scrap. All the customers unload on the concrete pad back here in the back. It stays blowed off, swept off. We just try to, it's hard, but we try to keep it as clean as we can just to make it simple, like we talked about. People come in here, get unloaded, and get back out, and get their money.
Now, do you pick up cars?
Yes, yep, we do have a rollback. You just call the office and tell them, hey, I've got a junk car that's no longer good to me, or it's at the end of its life. And yeah, we can send our rollback out to pick it up gladly. So, and then you'll still get paid for it, so.
That's awesome. Well, Kobe, I want to thank you
for
having me here today and showing me around. And we did talk about your location.
Yes.
And sometimes people may be confused with where you're located.
Yes.
So let's explain that again.
So we're right off exit 91, about a mile off exit 91. It's 311 Steel Drive is the address. We're right next door to Doug's Towing and Recovery. They've been there a long time, pretty easy to find as well. If they ever have any questions, they can call us at 270-982-7206, and we'll be glad to give them directions how to get here. We're kind of at the dead end of this street almost, so it's kind of, we're not out on the main road, but we should be pretty easy to find for everyone.
Okay, well, thank you again, Kobe.
All right, no problem. Thank you all.
Thanks for the sponsorship,
Yep.
And we're going to get back to some of those exciting games.
Welcome back to Ron Bevers Gymnasium on the campus of North Hardin High School here in Radcliffe, Kentucky, and it's the home team and all the home team here in the first half. 49-25 is the lead. Some of the standouts here in the first half. Got to start with Tyree John with 14 points for the Trojans. He's hit 3 3-pointers, created a number of turnovers, and he's been spectacular. Caleb Huff has 4, Mikos Melton 2. Zach Mackey really showed his dominance inside. He had 12. Jaden Vornberger 4, Seth Woods 8, DJ Loggins 2, Jordan Robertson 3. Everybody getting in the act in that first 7 for the Trojans. For the Bulldogs, 5 for Robert Bertolucci, 5 for Marquise Hayes, 12 for Charles Lawrence, and 3 for Austin Richardson. So about to tip off here for the second half, and inbounds for the second half. And This Trojan team, again, 8-4 on the season. They've had some really tough losses against some really good teams, but they are on a win streak right now. 7 in a row right now for this Trojan squad, as they seem to have found themselves with this very diverse and strong top to bottom lineup. They got guys everywhere that can beat you. There's Miklos Melton for 3, just off the mark, and Lawrence with another rebound. He's got 8 boards to go with his 12 points. Richardson's got it now, man to man for the Trojans. Screen out front from Palmer. Bertolucci lost the handle, and there's another turnover. They had 14 in the first half. There's 1 to start this half. Tyree John wide open for another 3. Halfway down and out. Mackey trying to get the rebound, but it's out of bounds off Mackey. And it will go to the Bulldogs there. Tyree John expecting to make everything, and everything looks good. It's halfway down and back out that time. So if he keeps shooting, he's going to keep making them. Woods another turnover as he gets the steal. Huff, bucket, and the foul. I think that'll be on Richardson. No? No idea who that was on there, but Huff has got a bucket. He's got 6 points on the game. Let's make it 7. 52-25 Trojans. Marquise Hayes into the corner to Bertolucci. Double teamed there in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Huff. I think every time the Bulldogs look around, there seemed to be 2 Trojans on them. And more than 2 hands in the way, as there's Melton knocking one away again. He could not control the ball to keep the turnover, so it will stay with the Bulldogs. Casey going to check in, Bertolucci going to check out. We're only 51 seconds in. Coach Heiss starting these rotations. There's A.J. Casey with the basketball out top. Tyree John on him. John's going to knock it away and go to the rim. Easy bucket for Tyree John as he's got another one there. Turnovers piling up and piling up and piling up on this John Hardin squad. Screen there, Hayes off the screen. He's going to work against Woods, doubled inside by Mackey. I think they're going to call it on Mackey. No, they're going to call it on Woods. I think that's his 3rd. Team's first of the quarter, and Marquise Hayes will go to the line. Hayes knocks down the first. Student section from North Hardin calling for Alex. We want Alex. I believe that's senior number 34, Alex Cornwell. So misses the second. 54-26. Huff for 3. It's on the way, off the mark. Rushed a little bit. Tyree John high in the air to get that. Woods is open. He'll try the 3. That's off the mark. He's hustling after the ball, fighting for it, and Mackey gets it. I think they're going to call the foul on Palmer there as Mackey will go to the line. So good rebound from Tyree John, and then some hustle by Seth Woods after he had missed a 3-pointer, was able to follow it, punch it over to his teammate. Zach Mackey will go to the line to shoot a pair. That one just a little short. Trojans not shooting great from the free throw line tonight. Overall, 56% as a team. That's a bit of a low number, maybe a deficiency that could come back to haunt them. Palmer's got the rebound. Not going to come back to haunt them tonight, but I'm thinking against better teams late in the season in the tournament action. Mackey hustling to get that loose ball there. Tyree John ball knocked loose. It'll stay with the Trojans. Miklos Melton will set the offense from the top. Huff has got it Lawrence guarding. It's a man-to-man look. 6:05 to go here in the third. Woods has it. Trying to bull his way into the lane. Oh, wow. Mackey went over the top, but could not get the ball to go on the putback, on the tap. Technical foul called. I believe that's called on Woods. Second technical foul on the Trojans tonight. They're up 28. Not sure what they have to be upset about, but Seth Woods said something, and the official did not like it. A.J. Casey at the line to shoot a couple here. Unable to get the first to go. Got the second. His first of the ball game. Fornberger going to check in. Woods going to check out. Listening to the officials, the official talk. Said we got a 20-something point game, and they're talking. He just doesn't like the amount of. Hayes started to go on a backdoor cut. Didn't go. Richardson thought he was going to the back on the back door. I think he might have had it. And another turnover on the Bulldogs. 5:38 to go here in the third. 54-27 is the score. Vornberger left alone out top. He's unable to make that one. High in the air for the rebound is Lawrence. Richardson's got it. He goes backdoor that time, and Tyree John ready for it. Steals the ball. Miklos Melton at the rim. He's got the bucket. Ooh. Melton flying out of bounds and stepped on one of the cheerleaders' pom-poms. It looked like he rolled his ankle a little bit. Hope he's okay. He looks like he's fine, stomping his foot a little bit. I think coach is going to get him out just to make sure he's okay. That is a very unfortunate situation, but I think Miklos Melton Jr. is all right. He's holding his ankle right now. He probably ought to go get a little ice on that. He rolled it pretty significantly. He looks like a really tough kid, though. He's not really making any. He's rubbing it a little bit and stomping on it, but oh, wow, right at Mackey, but couldn't get it to go. There's Vornberger with the rebound, going the other way. Lawrence challenged Mackey there, couldn't get it to go. Huff three on the way, just a little short. Palmer's got it. He's got 6 boards on the ball game. A.J. Casey working against Tyree John. Tyree John guarding his right hand. Casey gets to the lane, scoop, but way off the mark. Mackey trying to get the rebound, was standing out of bounds when he caught the ball. (56-27) is the score. 4:38 to go in the third. Marquise Hayes will get it to Bertolucci. Pump fake, drive in the lane. They're going to call a block on Robertson. Good call, not set, not in front of. His second foul, team's 4th of the quarter with 4:35 to go. John Hardin will be shooting, and they have not shot the ball well from the free throw line tonight. They're on the season a 60% free throw shooting team. A little below that, I think, tonight as Bertolucci makes the second. Vornberger with the ball, working against Hayes. Screen for Mackey. Gets inside. Oh, found Mackey, but just one of those really close passes, tough to handle. Lawrence all the way down, couldn't get it to go. Palmer, nice job, Palmer. As he got the rebound, he was going out of bounds and threw it back off the leg of one of the Trojans. Great hustle by Eric Palmer. It looked like Lawrence was going to get a bucket at the rim and kind of hit the underneath side of the rim as he was flying through the air. Could not convert. DJ Loggins checking back in as Zach Mackey checks out. Lawrence on the drive. They're going to call a push on Huff. That may be his fourth. Team's fifth. It ought to be shots here. As Charles Lawrence will go to the line to shoot a pair. He's got 12 points on the game to go along with 9 rebounds. It's been another really good night for Charles Lawrence. Makes the first. Makes the second as well. 56-30 is the score. 26-point advantage for the home team. Trying to bring a double team in the back court. Tyree John stopped on his drive. Marquise Hayes back tap as Vornberger was driving. Saying it's off Vornberger. And Casey's going to inbounds the ball to Hayes. Full court man-to-man pressure. Jakylan Kirkland has checked in. He's working against Hayes there. Bertolucci finds Lawrence inside, working 1-on-2, can't get it to go. Double teamed in the paint. Loggins rebound. Tyree John 3 on the way. He's cooled down here in the second half after a hot shooting first half. Vornberger, nice wrapper around Loggins. Has to throw it back out. And it's there's Coach at him and kind of tap. People are yelling that 2 players, 1 from each team, were running after the ball, but it will stay with the Bulldogs. Could call a carry on Hayes there as well. They're going to call Kirkland out on the floor. No shot. Jakylan Kirkland picks up his second. Again, it's 56-30, 3:29 to go, and Marquise Hayes is going to go back to the line to shoot a pair. John Hardin, number 5, is going to check into the lineup. Malachi Lynch, junior point guard. That one does not go, so Hayes gets 1 of 2. 56-31, Kirkland with the rebound. Backdoor cut, Robertson finds John in the corner. This time it's good. I could see that one was going when he let it go. And so Tyree John's got 5 in the second half, 19 overall. Charles Lawrence is handling now. It's Marquise Hayes. Good screen out top by Palmer. Step back, Hayes nowhere to go as they continue to switch off. He's going to drive by Loggins. Floater is good, Marquise Hayes. He's got 9 points on the ball game. There's number 5, Malachi Lynch, all over Vornberger. Double team out top. A little disorganized as Casey knocks the ball loose from Loggins. They say it's off Casey. Might have been off Loggins' leg, but Casey with the hand, with the quick hands, knocks the ball loose. Trojans will have it on the baseline. Looking for a cutter. He finds Roberson outside, way off the mark, a little long. Kirkland saves it back to Vornberger. Wow, great job. John's going to drive. He's in the lane, floater off the mark. Loggins rebound and put back. Going to call Tyree John that time for the foul. Out on the floor again as he was guarding A.J. Casey. Had gotten away with a couple on Casey. Didn't get away with that one that time. And Casey will go to the line shoot a pair. Again, 2:16 to go. That was a 16 foul on the Trojans. The Bulldogs are shooting 2 on any foul. So A.J. Casey knocks down a pair. He's got 3 points in the ball game. Lynch guarding Vornberg. Vornberg almost travels, able to keep his pivot foot. Good ball move. Robertson's got to look again. That one's off the mark also. Kirkland finds Loggins inside. Great pass inside. I don't know what the call is. What's going on here? May have called a foul. We're counting the bucket. One shot coming for DJ Loggins. He's got 6 points now to go with 4 rebounds. Loggins gets the free throw. So great interior pass from Ja'Kylan Kirkland. Good move for Hayes. Oh, he may have traveled. He's at the elbow. He knocks that down. So Marquise Hayes starting to get hot here in the second half. He's got 11 points total. Tyree John double team, but he quickly gets out of it. Passing it to Vornberger, who's giving it to Kirkland, who's in the lane. Double teamed. He wanted the shot. Gets it to Loggins. Loggins back to Tyree John. Deep three on the way. That's off the mark. Vornberger pushed off big time. That's a foul on 35. Absolutely. That's his second. And that being an offensive foul, I don't think there'll be shots, will there? No, they're going to call that not an offensive foul. So Malachi Lynch will go to the line to shoot a pair here. Lynch, first one just off the mark, rattles in and out. Second one is good for Malachi Lynch. Number 2 checking in for North Hardin. That's Michael Cleaver on the floor for the Trojans. Thought about it, pump fake. He's on the baseline, shot up just off the mark. Loggins fighting for it. It's going to be Hayes comes up with it. He's going to work it up the floor there. Looking to go to the rim. He does. Great take and the foul. They're going to call that on Vornberger, his third. And so Hayes, boy, he's really heating up here in the second half. He was able to get into the lane in the first half, but just not able to finish. But here, doing a great job getting to the rim and getting the ball in the bucket. 64-40 is the score, 1:13 to go in the third. 24-point advantage for the Trojans. And Hayes looking to finish off a three-point play here. That one's good, so he does finish off that three-point play. He's got 14 points on the ball game. Richardson checks in. Palmer checks out with 1:13 to go. Cleaver's got it. Double team. Good pass to Kirkland. Lynch almost got to the ball there. Nice backdoor look to Vornberger. Still driving. Hits the cutting Robertson. Can't get it to go. I think they'll call that on A.J. Casey. I believe that's his second. Robertson will go to the line and shoot a pair. Great ball movement there. A backdoor look to Vornberger, who found the cutting Robertson. So Robertson's got 4 points on the ball game. Knocked down a three earlier. Just off the mark on that. And there's Lawrence with another board. He hasn't scored as much in the second half, but still doing great work on the boards for this Bulldog squad. More Marquise Hayes. Looks like a 1-3-1 look from the Trojans now, trapping everywhere. They're going to go over the top to Hayes. Wow, Lawrence fortunate to get that one out of there. Good look in the corner. Malachi Lynch fires way off the mark. Vornberger rebound. Finds Cleaver stepping back, but then he goes, but they're going to call him for the travel. Step back like he was going to catch and shoot a three. The defender ran at him, and he realized he could drive, but he took an extra step. Lynch is going to check out. Robert Bertolucci checking back in for the Bulldogs. Cleaver, another really long arm, long leg player. Really tough on the top of this 1-3-1 and in the backcourt in the full court pressure. Robertson the rebound. Look, A.J. Casey saw that one and knocked it out of bounds. They find Loggins down inside. He's going to look outside. Kirkland's open for three. Got it. Jakylan Kirkland on the board. 68-41, Trojans in front. Last second heave and couldn't get it to go. And we're through three quarters, 27-point advantage for the home team. The Trojans looking good tonight. Again, in our second ball game here in just a little bit, we'll have the Lady Trojans hosting the Lady Panthers. We'll have a little pregame show before that to talk about both squads. This is a big ball game, big district matchup between two of the top teams in District 17. Well, the two top teams. E-Town 2-0 in the district right now. North Hardin 2-1 in district play. So two top teams in the district matching up tonight. Their first matchup of the year. It's really going to determine a lot. So big game in the second game of the doubleheader. This is a Hardin County Education Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live streaming Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service to all your telecommunications needs, featuring Bark, protect what matters most. BBTEL Stream, watch TV with your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Brandenburg, and South Louisville. For more information, go online at physicaltherapyky.com. Want to give a shout-out, special thanks to the HCEC-TV crew. William Grimes, Silas Lewis, Lena Swecker, Isaac Mock, Jeremy Miller, and directing tonight, Ron Hartley. I'm Paul Gray, calling the action tonight. And we're hopeful of a hotly contested ball game, but it's been all Trojans. And again, there's so many weapons, so many guys that can beat you. Tonight's been a lot of Tyree John, Zach Mackey, Seth Woods, and here in the second half, a little DJ Loggins as well. Bertolucci, three on the way. He was on the move, couldn't get it. Mackey couldn't handle the rebound, so it's going to go back to the Bulldogs. Lawrence inside, guarded by Mackey. Did a nice job finding Palmer. There's a call, though. They're going to call a hold on Jakylan Kirkland, I believe, his third. Team's first of the quarter. Lawrence has it against Vornberger. Gets it to Hayes. Good drive to the rim. Mackey met him there. Hard to finish against Mackey. Vornberger, another rebound. He's got 4 in the second half. Vornberger, 3 on the way, and he's got it. Casey able to pull in the high pass there. Back to Casey. Again, it's kind of like a 1-3-1 zone look. They're going to trap as Casey's in the corner there. Palmer knocks it loose, and there's Hayes found open by Lawrence. 3 on the way. Just off the mark. Palmer's got it. Should have gone straight back up, but he puts it on the floor and almost loses it. Bertolucci back to Casey. Hayes again. He's open. They'll fire. No good. Bertolucci, another rebound. Casey's going to let it go. He can't get it to go either. And empty possession there. A lot of opportunities. Warnberger has it. Directing some traffic there. Has Kirkland go to the opposite corner. Miklos Melton open for three. Such a smooth stroke. Knocks that down. Melton's got 7 points now. Averages 12. One of the leading scorers for this North Hardin squad. He just, again, lets it come to him. He doesn't force anything. There's so many weapons. They all share the ball. Nice pump fake by Hayes. Wild shot. Mackey's got the rebound. Huff ahead, left hand, easy bucket in transition. Caleb Huff. He's got 9 points. He averages 12. Casey gets it to Hayes. In the corner, Bertolucci. There's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Casey. Floater high in the air, no good. Melton's got the rebound. And I think Melton's traveled over on the sideline as Bertolucci stopped him. Checking in for the Trojans is going to be Seth Woods. And number 20, that's Ja'Cory Shoemake. Sitting down, Vornberger and Kirkland. Darius Bennett, number 2, checking in for the Bulldogs, as well as number 33, DJ Hightower. Hightower in the high post. Back to Bennett. This 1-3-1 giving him a lot of trouble. Cross court, Casey. Casey baseline jumper just off the mark. Melton quick hands to get that one pulled away. There's Woods throwing it down. Seth Woods. He's got 10 points on the ball game. Off the mark, Bennett knocks it out, and the Trojans will have the ball. So Melton, quick hands, pokes the ball loose, chases it down, throws it ahead to Seth Woods, and Seth Wood throws it down. Trying to go inside. Hightower guarding Mackey and just pushed Mackey. Hightower is such a strong kid, a tight end on the football team. He's going to be really good for that football team, and he may be good for this basketball team in the future. A little bit green, not the most experienced basketball player. There's Bertolucci finding a three-point shot. That's his second of the ball game, and Coach Baffour wants a timeout there. So really interesting there. They went inside to Mackey, and Mackey has just been dominant inside. Such a big physical presence, but the big tight end pushed him. He started off just outside the box when they threw the pass. When he caught the pass, he was about 15 feet from the bucket. So DJ Hightower just shoved him out of the post. Was not going to let him just catch and make a move in the post there. eTownSelfStorage.com, finally a place conveniently located in Elizabethtown for more than just your self-storage needs. Featuring video surveillance, climate control, self-storage, but also storage for RVs and boats with electrical outlets in every spot to keep everything charged up and ready to go when you are. Go to eTownSelfStorage.com for more information. 78-44 is the score. 34-point advantage for the Trojans. All Trojans in every quarter. Number 12 is checked in, Jalen Williams, for the Trojans. We've seen him play as well. We're deep into the lineup here, but again, a lot of really good players, talented players to this Trojan squad up and down the lineup. They love to play 7 or 8, but there's Melton getting to the rim. I think the call is going to be against Bennett, and Melton will get 2 free throws. So Darius Bennett picks up a foul there. Again, so much talent up and down the lineup. Number 12 in, Jalen Williams, the senior. First free throw good. Miklos Melton, again, having a good second half. Number 25 checking in for John Hardin. That's Chaz Jones. Chaz Jones on the floor here. Melton, second one good as well. Got 9 points to go along with 3 rebounds. Again, such an important part of this squad. Hightower finds Jones. Jones double team back to Hightower. There's Schulenberg who's checked in. Just off the mark. Bennett's got the rebound put back. Darius Bennett. Inside. Williams can't get it to go. And there's Schulenberg with the rebound. Bennett again off the glass, and a bucket for Darius Bennett. 4 quick ones here late in the game. 3 minutes to go in the ballgame. Williams, Shoemake has it. Back to Williams. Working against Jones. Spin to the rim. Off the mark. Woods keeps it alive, but it's going to be out of bounds, I think. Ooh. They're going to say it's off John Hart. It looked like Woods had touched it, but they're going to give it back to the Trojans. No argument from the Bulldogs, so looks like that call may have been better than I thought. I don't see everything very well anyway. Number 21 checking in for the Bulldogs. That's Abram Garrison. So Garrison checks in. A.J. Casey checking out. Robertson gets the ball to Cleaver out top. Cleaver's going to drive. Ooh, hyperextended his knee, but Melton's going to fire another 3, and that one's good. Melton heating up in the second half, like I said. Their leading scorer, that's going to put him right at his average, I believe. 12 points. Hightower, found Jones on the backdoor cut. Beautiful look. Jones couldn't handle it. He was going to get an open layup look. Checking in, numbers 10 and 11 for North Hard. 10 and 11. Awesome. I love it when that happens and they're not on the roster. And I'm not sure what's going on here. We've got some kind of issue here as the official pointing at somebody in the crowd. Someone has just been thrown out for whatever it was they said, and they will not be here anymore. Knocked loose, 127 to go, 83-48. 35-point advantage. Gonna call a foul on DJ Hightower there on Shoemake, as Shoemake was handling the basketball. Number 4 checking in, Comil Taylor. He's number 34 on the roster. I believe this is 11 is Alex Cornwell. Cornwell to the rim, off the mark, almost got it. The place would have erupted in that case. Again, Cornwell, it says 34 on the roster, but I believe that's who that is. 11 Cornwell. Thrown back, Cornwell's got it again. Back out number 24 there, that's Connor Meredith. Meredith on the drive, in and out, almost got the bucket. Bennett with the rebound. We're under 20 seconds here as it's about to run out. 35 points. Bennett, wild shot, can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul. The 24 called for the foul. Again, that's Connor Meredith called for foul. Bennett will go to the line and shoot a pair. 5.6 seconds to go in the ball game. First one rolls around and out. The second one is good. Darius Bennett with 5 points here in the fourth quarter for the total, and they will run the clock out. And the Trojans will pick up a big victory again. This is the 8th straight win, so again, quite a winning streak for the Trojans here. They'll play Russell County next, Elizabethtown on the road after that, Central Hardin after that, East Jessamine. So some tough games. You talk about Elizabethtown, Central Hardin, East Jessamine in a row there. Then Bowling Green, that'll be a tough one. So they've got some tough ones coming up, but a great 8-game win streak for the Trojans, and they're capable of running all those this Trojan squad really playing some good ball. And tonight, man, they proved who they are and how good they are. So a fantastic win for this Trojan squad. Again, a struggling John Hardin team, but North Hardin did exactly what they're supposed to do. They played hard defense, created a lot of turnovers, and then scored the basketball at a high rate. A lot of the normal, usual suspects involved in the scoring. They really, Tyree John had a phenomenal night. Again, a little quiet there late in the game as they went to some of the subs, but had 19 points. Zach Mackey, 12 there in the first half. Again, not as much time or opportunity in the second half. Seth Woods had 10. DJ Loggins with 7. Roberson with 4. Miklos Melton, a great second half. He had 10 in the second half, 12 total. Caleb Huff, again, had 5 in the second half and a total of 9. So a great ball game for the Trojans. On the other side for the Bulldogs, 14 points for Charles Lawrence to go along with 10 rebounds. Double-double for Charles Lawrence. Marquise Hayes only 5 in the first half, but 9 in the second half to put up 14 points on the ball game. So a couple of little bright spots in that. We'll be back in just a little bit. I'm Paul Gray here, Hardin County Education and Community Television, and we'll be back for the second game in the doubleheader, and that'll be the Lady Trojans welcoming in the Lady Panthers of Elizabethtown. Rivalry written all over this, and district supremacy on the line as both teams sit atop the district right now. We'll talk a little bit about district standings here on the girls' side as we do a little bit of pregame. We're going to break now for about 10 minutes and come back for a really exciting second half of our doubleheader. I'm Paul Gray, and this is Hardin County Education Community Television. Be back in 10.